Somebody named themselves Jordy's curved thumb. Stupid.
Experience BPD things almost daily.
Shut up about BPD. Shut up.
Come on, like the stream for my curved thumb. How's everybody doing? Y'all, she's pissed. She is pissed. I have never seen Amberlynn this mad before. She is livid. Livid. It's insane. She's losing it. Did you guys see what she just put on Instagram? Where is it? The tea is, she keeps getting all the subreddits deleted because she has nothing better to do. She keeps getting the subreddits taken down. Like a week or two ago, the popular ones, Amberlynn YouTube, or what was it called? Amberverse _ and Amberlynn'S snark. Those were like the two popular ones that had like 20,000 members each. She got both of them deleted. And then like there's like new one. Like, I mean, it's like, there's no point in really getting them deleted because like as soon as you get one deleted, it's like they make a new one. It's actually so stupid. But she keeps getting them deleted because people talk shit in these subreddits and she doesn't like that. Oh, she's pissed. She's pissed. But somebody in one of the new subreddits that I'm guessing that she's trying to get taken down, they posted this, picture of her, like a drawing, like a caricature. Why is the chat not working? There were probably so many of you trying to type at the same time that it like broke. Yeah, but anyway, so she keeps trying to take the subreddits down. She was able to get the big ones taken down, and then like these little ones are popping up, and she's trying to get those deleted too. Jordy's just too popular. I know, hair flip. So she posts this on her Instagram story like a half hour ago of somebody that drew a picture of her like wiping her ass on the sink. Like kind of like a kind of like a caricature of the story that Beck told us in their video yesterday. So somebody drew this picture. Amberlynn went on the subreddit and got it, and she posts this on her Instagram story. Beck, you caused this, and for that, I'll never stay silent. Good job. I'm not afraid of you anymore. Oh my God. You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to spin the narrative. She's trying to be Beck, because you know how Beck is saying this I'm not afraid of you anymore thing. She's trying to take this from Beck because Beck keeps saying this. I'm finally standing up to you. I'm finally able to talk about what happened during my time with you. I am finally able to stand up to you. So now Amberlynn thinks that if she does that, she'll like have like the same momentum against Beck that Beck has against Amberlynn. This I'm not afraid of you anymore thing. Oh my God, Amberlynn. Think up your own catchphrases. Stick to Hecticana. Hey! Stick to the dumb shit that you normally spew, okay? What you're doing isn't healing or taking the high ground. This is immature. It shows that you haven't changed at all. And then Amberlynn makes a claim here, firing back at Beck on all cylinders by saying, do you remember when you made fun of your ex by posting their dirty underwear on social media? or the time that you harassed your 18-year-old stepsister at their workplace because you wanted to date her even though you were almost 30. You haven't changed at all. You've just gotten better at manipulating. Again, good job. You're a good actor, remember? Okay, so 2 allegations coming from Amberlynn's rubbing her ass on the sink Instagram story here. Do you remember the time that you posted your dirty ex's panties on social media? Or the time that you went to your 18-year-old stepsister's workplace and harassed them because you wanted to date them? So, yeah. Very interesting claim here in the second half of this Amberlynn wiping her ass on the counter thing. Saying, interesting that you wanted to go after your 18-year-old stepsister even though you were 30. But as we know from Alexis told us recently that Amberlynn was Snapchatting and texting with a 20-year-old. So Amberlynn at 32 going after a 20-year-old, that would kind of be the same age difference, would it not? Would it not? So even though you were almost 30, 18, so what is that, a 12-year difference? If the stuff with Abby happened a year or 2 ago, Amberlynn would have been 32 or 33, which is a 12-year difference. So I just think it's very interesting that Amberlynn is bringing these unsubstantiated claims to her Instagram story of Beck going after an 18-year-old stepsister when she herself just got outed for going after someone 12 years younger than her. Amberlynn is absolutely pissed. Seething with rage. If you guys, I mean, I would imagine that many of you have not, but I was able to watch the members only live stream through a non-traditional mean last night. That members only live stream was crazy. Dead naming Beck, made fun of Beck's girlfriend, came for Beck's girlfriend, and then completely deflected on everything that was being fired her way by saying, Mr. Snowflake said that I lied about being SA'd. What brought that up? What on earth brought that up? Absolutely ridiculous. We were all like, oh, Amberlynn, why did you take Eric or Ricky's dead mom's washcloths and rub your hiney all over them like a bear on a tree to get the poop off? And then her response to that was, well, Mr. Snowflake said I lied about being SA'd. What on earth warranted that? What on earth warranted that? Absolutely, she was taking shots at Mr. Snowflake, saying things along the lines of, out of any reaction channel out there, I would be most afraid to be in a room with him alone. Accused Mr. Snowflake of sexual harassment.
What?
Yes, the quarter-ton monstrosity accused Mr. Snowflake of sexual harassment. And then when everybody was kind of giggling at the fact that she said that, she said, well, you can't tell me the way that I feel. You cannot come on here and tell me how I'm allowed to feel. If I feel harassed, then I'm harassed, goddammit. So she was trying to like really maneuver her way out of that one too. Absolutely batshit insane live stream last night. She ended the live stream by saying, I have a video going up tomorrow. It's gonna, talk about BPD and stuff. Absolutely getting flamed in the comments. Did you guys see the comments on her most recent video? All washcloth related. She needs to answer to the washcloth. She needs to answer to why she thought it was okay to take someone else's washcloths and throw them away. Absolutely inappropriate, disrespectful. Someone that opened up their home to you and you brought in bed bugs, stole their washcloths, got poop all over them, and then threw them away thinking that you could get away with it. Absolutely inappropriate behavior. Disgusting. She ended up the live stream by saying, well, you know what? This is too much, because regardless of what I say, you guys are always going to believe what they have to say. You guys are always going to take Hater Nation's approach. Okay, so for those of you confused about the washcloth thing, I just want to go over this real quick. Some people were confused about it. So we have a diagram pulled up here on the screen for everybody to take a look at. Everybody was kind of saying, like, well, how did the washcloth work? How did you kind of just like lean up against a washcloth? I don't understand how this works. This is a photo that is going around right now. Very hot topic in regards to Girl World at the moment. So people are wondering, how was the... How was the washcloth used to do this? How do you self-wipe with a washcloth? The way in which it is being determined and speculated that the washcloth that the washcloth was used in this capacity was you take a washcloth and you dampen it. You dampen it, and after it is dampened, you drape it over the corner of a sink. After you are done draping the washcloth that is damp over the over the corner of the sink, then you just kind of have at it. Then you just kind of hope for the best. Now people are saying, was it used straight up and down? Do you stand tall or do you bend? Do you bend over to get a better angle? I do not know. We do not know. There was never confirmation given if there was bending.
This is me bending my knees. This is me with straight legs. Again, bending my knees, straight legs. So I had to prove that. So when I am bending, you guys can tell if I am bending my knees or not, in which you can tell I'm not. Bam!
Or if you just kind of leaned up against the sink corner and hoped for the best. We don't know. We have not received confirmation regarding that allegation. However, the washcloth is something that Amberlynn is currently toiling with. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know what to say. But what I will tell you is in the most recent live stream that she did last night, she said straight up, right out of the narcissist's prayer, Beck is lying. Beck is literally lying to you guys for money. Amberlynn is accusing Beck of making all of this up.
Yes, I did.
And doing this to further a narrative that makes Amberlynn look bad. Amberlynn also took an opportunity to say, well, two things can be true at the same time. Beck also could have been horrible to me while they were wiping me. Why can't two things be true at the same time? I just think that this is absolutely incorrigible behavior. Amber posted to her Instagram again. You guys have to remember, I'm blocked. If you want me to see something that she put on her Instagram, you have to tweet it to me or send it to me. This is boring. No. Keep firing. Keep raging. What is this? Thank you, everyone. What is this shit? Thank you, everyone, for the sweet and kind messages. This support means the world to me. Becks sharing their story of how I was controlling is one thing. And I took full account. No, you didn't. Cool. Bullshit, Amberlynn. You took full accountability. You didn't do anything. You didn't do anything. You tried to turn that into a big yeah, but. A big yeah, but. Yeah, but. That's all you did. You did not take full accountability. You didn't cite examples. You didn't do anything. And any time that you found a little wiggle room, you would go, oh, well, actually, that's not the full extent of what happened. Oh, well, actually, there wasn't a timer. Oh, well, actually, Beck got to read all my journals. Oh, well, actually, I didn't have 2 phones. Oh, well, it's just, I took full accountability. I didn't see any accountability, let alone full accountability. I've apologized multiple times. Sharing personal information, I thought that it was a lie, Amberlynn. She said on her live stream last night that this was all fake. That this was all fake. The washcloths never happened. There was no grinding. There was no bear rubbing itself on a tree taking place in terms of what went on in season 4 bathrooms. Never happened. Now, Amberlynn is backtracking because she's in a corner, doesn't know what to say. And she's saying, I can't believe that Beck is sharing personal information during extremely vulnerable times that I'm ashamed of to thousands of people who belittle me and attack me every single day. Just to paint me in a certain light is sick. Oh, there she goes again. Sick. Sick beyond words. Beck has reached a new low that they promised they wouldn't go to. But the minute that I stick up for myself, the lies, against the lies, they attack. I might be unhinged, and admittedly so, but they're manipulating their unhinged behavior behind a mask. I fell for the manipulation before, but I'm not doing it again. So she is furthering this whole thing of, I'm not afraid of you anymore. Never again. I'm not falling for this. I'm going to stand up to you. Let's go, bitch. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. You want a wipe? I'll give you a wipe. That's what is going on Instagram right now. Just absolutely crashing out. Doesn't know what to say. Doesn't know what to do. Posting caricatures of Amberlynn wiping her ass on a counter that someone drew. I mean, I have never seen this kind of behavior before. Vulnerable times. If this is vulnerable for anyone, it's vulnerable for Beck. The fact that Beck has to come on here and talk about how you made them wipe you for 9 months. Really, who is this vulnerability being portrayed toward? You or them? Absolutely insane. I cannot believe that this is going down the way that it is. Absolutely abhorrent behavior taking place on Amberlynn's Instagram, on her Q&As. She is taking shots at all sorts of people. She's taking shots at reaction channels, taking shots at the community, taking shots at Beck's partner, taking shots at anyone, taking shots at Casey, taking shots at anyone and everyone, because she is quite literally in a corner and she doesn't know how to find her way out of this. I do not know if there is a way out of Washcloth-Gate, but Amberlynn is really trying to take the censoring route. She's really trying to get all the subreddits taken down. She's trying to get infiltrated into the Discord. She's trying to find any little avenue where people are talking about her, and she's trying to shut it down. Amberlynn, you cannot silence this. For once in your life, you must atone. You must answer. If the washcloth does not fit, you must acquit. That's all I have to say to this. She needs to answer for the washcloths that were stolen from Eric and Ricky's possession, belonging to Eric or Ricky's late mother that had passed away. You stole someone's washcloths, draped them over a sink, and then whopped on them. And you're trying to blame Beck for this. You need to answer for your sins. This is absolutely incorrigible behavior. I cannot believe that the Amberverse has come to this. You know, and I mean, honestly, after everything that has happened with Amberlynn ruining a marriage, Amberlynn getting behind a feeder, defending a feeder.
No, she is not a feeder.
Yes, I am.
And now this. And now this. I don't know what she was thinking. That's just it. She wasn't thinking. You need to answer for this, Amberlynn. You want to talk about taking full accountability? Well, now's your opportunity. And none of this like, okay, I acknowledge this, but Beck's a piece of shit. Well, I acknowledge you, but Beck's stepsister. All right, I acknowledge that I whopped a sink with a washcloth, but Beck took a picture of somebody's dirty panties. No buts. Just take it. No, seriously, quite literally, no buts. We don't want this. All right. Amberlynn, on her live stream last night, said some disgusting things about my partner, who is not a public figure, whom she has never met, and does not know. Absolutely nothing that Amberlynn said had anything to do with the things that I called her out on in my videos. Amberlynn thinks that she can drive a wedge between me and my loved ones. She's tried to do this with Eric and Ricky. She tried to do this with Beck and her mom. She tried to do this with Beck and other family members. She tried to do it 3 years ago. She's trying to do it again now. Amberlynn is trying to get the girlfriend to come into the mud. Let me trash the girlfriend who I don't know, because if I can start drama with your relationship, then maybe I can cause turmoil in your personal life, and maybe I can sink my hooks deep into your relationship like I have other times. Trying to turn me against my loved ones, even my own family, but it's not going to work, Amberlynn. I won't make a video about this because it was absolutely nothing. This live stream was nothing but a woman spiraling, blindly throwing punches in every direction. I could not have described this better myself. That's all that godforsaken live stream was last night. She was throwing punches, if she can extend her arms that way. She was throwing punches in any way that she could. And then when that wasn't working, when her shots in the dark weren't hitting anything, she took to playing victim. Mr. Snowflake said I lied about SA. Completely out of nowhere, left field. No one brought Mr. Snowflake up. She came on here. She was popping off. She was saying, this is my truth. This happened to me when I was 12 years old. And then she went through the whole story about like how her mom invited her cousin over, and Amberlynn freaked out and started crying and said, you know what? I was SA'd. The deflection, it was palpable. Amberlynn, whoever told you these things that you said about my family was not a friend of mine, even if they used to be. The only person's opinion of my partner that matters is my own. My girlfriend has never controlled, forced, or asked me to do anything that I have or have not done for my relationship, my life, and my personal healing and growth. The girlfriend has not pushed Beck to do any of this. The girlfriend has not encouraged Beck to speak their truth, to monetize their truth, to come on here and do live streams, to interview, to interact with reaction channels. The girlfriend has not played a role in that. So the fact that Amberlynn is making this very baseless claim against Beck's partner, Beck is having no part of this. She supports me coming out about my experience because she is a supportive partner. I don't have to tell you that it's wrong to publicly make statements about someone who is not a public figure and has nothing to do with what I've come out about. I hope you take some time off to reflect on your recent behavior. I hope you take enough steps back to see that I have never had to say any of what I have said in my videos. If you want me to stop speaking on you, if you want your audience to form better opinions on you, there are easy solutions. Taking accountability without simultaneously talking negative about someone, about the people apologizing to, isn't hard. Damn. Take some accountability. Take some accountability. Honestly, what I think she needs, what Amberlynn's path of redemption looks like at this point, she needs to buy a bulk order of washcloths.
I got some washcloths.
She needs to order, I don't know, from Costco, from other some other wholesale. She needs to buy a bulk order of washcloths, and she needs to donate them. For every atrocity that those washcloths faced in season 4, Amberlynn needs to atone. For every washcloth that Beck hand washed feces out of in the sink prior to putting it in the washer and dryer so that Amberlynn didn't have to buy new washcloths every week, she needs to buy new washcloths. She needs to donate them to charity in excess. Hundreds of washcloths died for Amberlynn's sins. She needs to atone for this. In addition, she needs to go through Becks' claims and actually take accountability. Whatever Amberlynn thinks that she has done in terms of taking accountability recently, it's not the case. No accountability has been taken. None. Amberlynn needs to go through it. She needs to identify the problem. She needs to acknowledge it, and she needs to apologize. No yeah buts. No yeah buts. But she's too big of a narcissist to do that. She doesn't want to come on here and say, yeah, I mean, I was crappy. She wants to come on here and say, okay, well, two things can be true at once. Well, maybe Beck deserved it. Did you ever think of that? Beck goes on to say, instead, Amberlynn is threatening me in an attempt to get me to stop talking. What you did last night in your public streams was vile. The things that I said in my video were only a response to that. The more that you try to pick fights and hurt me instead of actually listening, apologizing, and working to correct things, the deeper you dig yourself into this hole that you are spiraling yourself into. Oh my God, mic drop. Mic drop. Mic drop. Oh my God. Absolutely clearing Amberlynn in this community post. Amberlynn needs to really think about what her next move is going to be. Because going on live streams, spewing a bunch of BS, taking shots at Beck and their partner, it is not the move. Freaking out on Instagram story, it is not the move. Amberlynn really needs to think long and hard about what comes next, because what is currently going on is absolutely horrible. Absolutely terrible. I mean, I just, you know, those poor washcloths, y'all. Those poor washcloths. I mean, I think that right now, we need to have a moment of silence for the washcloths. And in doing so, we will be taking a look at a video from Mr. Snowflake in which he compiled every time that Amberlynn ever talked about washcloths. So I just think we need to take a moment here to take a look at this. The next time that you guys go to take a shower, I just want you to remember that the sacrifices that were made.
No, wait, I don't actually. I
keep my little washcloth right there. It's just easy nonsense. I also needed some more washcloths, but it's not like what you see on 600 Pound Life. Not for me, at least. So when I clean myself, take off my clothes, take off my bra, take off my panties, turn on my shower, and I walk in that mother shower. I use washcloths. I prefer washcloths. I don't like little like poofy things. I used to, but I just don't. I like washcloths. I feel like they're easier. I got some washcloths. He got an ice tray. I got some more washcloths for the house. Some washcloths. I'm loving this color scheme. She got some washcloths, gray and white. So I'm currently just folding some, I was gonna call them paper towels. Oh my god, I need to go to bed. What the heck are they called? Washcloths. Hello, welcome to a new vlog. So I just watched the VMAs. Katy Perry popped off. I love Sabrina Carpenter's performance. Tomorrow's actually the day where I leave. I'm going on a little vacation type deal, and I leave tomorrow at 5 a.m. Literally exactly what I needed, because I still have some stuff that needed like a bag, you know? Like washcloths.
Honestly, the relentless onslaught that she has subjected washcloths everywhere to for her own personal gain. The fact that she has monetized doing unspeakable horrors to washcloths. I cannot believe that this type of content is allowed on YouTube. I mean, absolutely ridiculous.
Washcloths to wipe. She would set them on the corner of the sink, and then she would turn herself around to wipe herself on it. And then she would throw them away. Our roommates started to notice that their late mother's washcloths were disappearing. And they confronted her about it, and she wanted me to lie to them for her, but I didn't. She ended up buying more washcloths for herself, and instead of throwing them away, she had me wash them in the sink and then put them in the washer. Wiping ended up being the lesser of two evils at the time.
Casey, Crystal, Destiny, Beck, Jade, Erica, Emily. Hundreds, if not thousands, of washcloths. I mean, where does this type of behavior, when does it ever stop? When does it ever stop? I don't know how you are allowed to continue on the route that you are going down, knowing what you have done to others and to washcloths in general. I mean, guys, I really don't know what to say. I don't. I did not know. I mean, honestly, I did not know that Wipegate would go this deep. I didn't know. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that in the summer of 2021, when Beck whispered to Amberlynn, "Who's the one that's been wiping your ass?" that was just scratching the surface of Wipegate. I didn't know that it went this deep. I mean, quite literally, it went this deep. I think that Amberlynn needs to make a bulk charity order of washcloths and take accountability for everything else. That's the only path of redemption that I see. There is no way in hell that Eric and Ricky got their security deposit back. There's no way. Why is the foundation in the sink cracked? What did you guys do to this sink? There's no way that they got their security deposit back. And you know what? You know what's something that I keep seeing Amberlynn say? Well, I paid for it. Well, Beck could have... You know what? Money isn't everything. You can't always get your way out of everything with money. You can't keep saying that, Amberlynn. I saw a lot in her live stream from last night. She took opportunities to say, well, you know what? Beck had all the money that they possibly could have wanted. Anything that they ever wanted, they could have had. Like, that's not enough here. That's not enough. The lying about the bed bugs, you deceiving other people, you asking people to lie for you. She can't keep buying her way out of this. Don't forget that she broke Emily's towel rack. Bitch, I completely forgot about that. And y'all have to remember, Amberlynn was home for upwards of 8 to 12 hours at a time.
This keeps happening due to my, oh no, I just broke both sides. Tommy literally was like trying to make me feel better about it. She's like, it happens all the time. Oh my God. So even though she's trying to make me feel better about it, I still feel bad about it, you know? Like, I don't want to break your stuff. There's like a hole that's supposed to go in the hole.
You know that some self-wiping had to go down. She was probably holding on to it. That's probably what happened. She was probably using the bar to hold on to and then going up and down. And then all of the weight on the towel rack broke off as she was... Oh my God. That's what happened. That must have been what happened. Towel racks just don't break. Why did the towel rack break? You cannot tell me with the new information that has come out about the washcloths that this was a coincidence. Oh, Amberlynn conveniently uses washcloths draped over the corner of the sink to clean. Yet the towel rack broke? And you know what she would say to that? Yes, two things can be true at the same time. Yes, the towel rack can randomly break without me putting any weight on it, and I can wipe myself on the corner of a sink. Emily probably filmed it. But you know what? She needs to address the washcloths. She needs to address the towel rack now. Washcloth-Gate. This is probably the most egregious of any of the gates. I mean, I know that Washcloth-Gate is sort of like a subdivision of Wipegate, but it's the same principle. It's the same principle. This is absolutely ridiculous. But in true Amberlynn fashion, she is trying to deflect. She is trying to point the blame on other people. She is trying to get out of this in any way that she knows how. And anyway means anyway. So what is she doing? She is relying on tugging on the heartstrings of those on the internet by saying things like, well, I was SA'd. Quite literally has nothing to do with anything. I was SA'd. Amberlynn, you defiled washcloths. You stole washcloths. You had somebody wring out poop-covered washcloths for you. You stole someone's inheritance after bullying them off of their own bank account. Amberlynn's response? Well, I was SA'd. Mr. Snowflake said I lied about being SA'd. I don't know. I don't know.
This is a huge assumption that I actually receive all the time, and it's incorrect. It's totally not true. I can understand why you guys think it. I've seen 600 Pound Life. I totally get it, but it's not true. And the assumption is Becky has to help you to wipe. I can tell you right now, if that was the case, I just wouldn't be in a relationship. I feel like a relationship, yeah, it's about caring. And if you need someone, you need someone. If you need help, you need help. But I'm still young, and I know if I keep going down this path, then obviously it might end up like that one day. But I'm young, and I feel like relationships are supposed to be exciting and sexy. And if I needed help to wipe my butt, that's not exciting, that's not sexy. I would no longer feel like a girlfriend, and I would more so feel like someone that she needs to take care of. And I'm not into that. I'm not down with that. And I feel like if it ever got to that point, I feel like I just wouldn't even want to be with Becky, because I would never want to put her in that situation.
Absolute lies coming out of this woman's mouth right now. Absolutely ridiculous. That she came on here and so confidently said, I want to be sexy. I want to keep my sexy part of the relationship going. If Beck had to wipe me and take care of me like that, the spark would have been gone. Baby, by this point, the spark was so gone, it was out the back door. 600-pound baby. Hey, who said that? Time them out. She's 558 here, not 600. 558. Get it right. Oh my God.
In the end, they told me to go wipe your butt. So.
I mean, if you want to wipe my butt, we can do it.
Yeah, I know. It's either kink or something.
Hell yeah.
Oh my God, Beck covering for her. Yeah, that's so ridiculous. Could you imagine? Oh my God. Beck wiping me? Yeah, right. Yeah, like I would ever let Beck wipe me. You guys are ridiculous. Like yeah, like I would ever have Beck wipe. Like, come on.
Can you show us how you wipe? Okay, so here's the toilet paper. I put it in my right hand.
Never happened.
And
Toilet paper has never seen your hand. The only thing that's ever seen your hand was a fork. That was nasty. You know what? Strike that one from the record.
and put it in the toilet. Is that about right?
That's not how you even like her fake remembrance of wiping. That wasn't even like a good account of it.
That's about right.
Is that the right sound effect?
That is the right sound effect.
Beck having to lie for Amberlynn'S wiping habits because they wanted to not leave season 4 destitute wiping. Someone made this comparison. Smithers. This. People are saying that this is kind of the way that it went down. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know. Like, we still do not have the logistics of how the wiping went down. But we are kind of just assuming that it went sort of the way that it was portrayed in The Simpsons.
Smithers?
So the stripper on the left, kind of like the same concept. I think it was kind of like Beck wanting to peel their own eyes out, Beck not being able to process this. How did I get into this position? How did I become this person's full-time caregiver? Amberlynn quite literally looking back at it, saying, yeah, get up in there, and guess what? You're going to be doing this for the next 9 months. I don't know. I don't know how Smithers got through this. I don't know how Beck got through this. But we're kind of thinking that it went something like this. Yeah.
Female fire stations. Oh, I'd always be second place to some kitten stuck in a tree. Let's go, Smithers. Smithers?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how Smithers got out of it, but Beck and Smithers are both honestly, two strong people. Yeah. You guys would just take a second on YouTube. Go ahead and press that thumbs up button. Look at my curved thumb. Come on, look at that.